Hello. We're live here. Can't see my hand. Can you see my hand?
I can see your hand.
Oh, there it is. There's my hand. Okay, I'm Bonnie.
I'm Mackenzie.
And we're here from Lemoore, and this is my favorite day of the week. Every 2 weeks, I get to spend time with one of my favorite people in the whole world, my daughter Mackenzie, who is also my talented nail professional with her beautiful Barbie nails. Everyone's doing Barbie pink these days. It's on trend. We're going to actually stay on trend this week too and talk about another summery topic. So I've got my nails prepped. What are my nails prepped with here? I've just had a nice fill. And what have I got done here?
So we've done all the necessary prep and base coat. We just use the Baby Pink Extreme on your nails to give that little bit of a pink coverage because we're doing a lot of a negative space manicure today.
Right. And Light Elegance has something like 6 different pinks or something that will suit any skin tone. So I'm really fair, and the baby pink goes really well with me. So let's talk about what we're doing for nail art today and what we're building.
So today we're going to focus a lot on, you can take your hand away, we're going to focus a lot on yellow.
This is summer.
Sunbum. This is an older color, but one of my absolute favorites.
A good yellow.
Good mustard yellow.
Yeah, good yellow is hard to find. And what's going to be yellow on my nails?
We're going to do a couple different things. We're going to do a French, we're going to do half a nail, and we're going to do a bumblebee or 2 or 3 and some daisies.
For those that don't know me, I have a hive of bees, and they have been busy bees, go figure, preparing honey. So it is harvest time. So my nails are going to be representing the harvest. Go figure. So
and of course, every set needs glitter. So this is Sincerely Yours, and it's gonna
be the base.
Add a little bit of some gold.
And that's going on every nail?
Every nail.
Okay, and what else have we got?
And then we have just white, which everybody needs, and this is the buttercream. The Sunbum is color gel. And just black. No, black tie.
Not just white, just black.
Not just black.
Okay, black tie.
Black tie.
That one's almost empty.
It's almost gone. I need to buy another one.
That one is really goes in every nail art set.
Everything, yeah.
Okay, well, let's get started. And we wanted to actually talk about something else that's really important in our industry right now. And I have to tell you that when I think about it, when I think about this topic, I actually feel a little sick to my stomach. And it's I'm seeing a lot in the news that we're seeing increasing allergies among nail professionals to the enhancement products that they're using. And you'll notice the very first thing that Mackenzie is doing is that she's putting her gloves on because she is making sure that her skin is protected. So not only have we been seeing it in the news, but it's also something that's really, really important to me. My perspective is that I'm a mother. That's kind of always the first thing for me. I'm a mother, and what's most important to me is that my children have a healthy career, healthy life ahead of them. And what would happen to you, Mackenzie, if you came out with an allergy to the nail products that you're using?
I would probably, it would break my heart, but I would have to stop doing nails because it would be uncomfortable or hurt or all of the above.
Right.
Or I would have to put on very thick gloves, which would make it very difficult to do.
Yeah, you'd lose some of the tactile responsiveness. So let's first talk about what does an allergy to a nail enhancement product look like for both the client and the nail professional?
So it could be a bunch of different things. It could be red skin, it could be itchy, irritated, it could be painful. You could see some lifting of the nail plate from the nail bed.
That sounds really gross.
It does, and it would be terribly uncomfortable because your nail bed is very sensitive, which is why we have a nail plate.
Right. And could be water blisters, could be a lot of different things. So how does an allergy happen. You know, you could spend years and years of your career not having an allergy. You know, I'm fine. I don't have any problems with my products that I use. And then all of a sudden, one day, you all of a sudden have an allergy. And that is because our bodies have the most brilliant immune system. Sometimes it gets confused, mind you, but our immune system works so well in that it sends signals when it senses an invader. It senses something that shouldn't be there, and that's what's happening with an allergy. And there's some things related to allergies, products related to allergies that we're starting to really discover in the news now. Do you want to talk about that? What are we finding, Mackenzie, about nail allergies? What are we learning about what causes what causes an allergy?
Usually chemicals of some kind, and they are often in products used for nail enhancements, and whether that is a hard gel like we're using, or it could be acrylic, it could be gel polish.
So I know about allergies related to personal care products. That's kind of my biggest area of knowledge. And I know that 20% of people will have an allergy or a reaction to a personal care product in any given year. And what we know from the research is that you're more likely to have an allergy related to synthetic fragrances or synthetic preservatives. And I know that around personal care products without question. I know less about nail enhancements. So what do we know that is causing this recent increase in allergic reactions in nail enhancement products? Were you telling me that it was the chain monomer?
Oh, the monomers, yes, sorry.
Monomers. Okay. You looked at me kind of blankly there. You know, as a mother, my children often look at me blankly, just saying. And this is going to be a nail that is half. I don't know if you can see because she's got to have kind of her hands on the nail. This is going to be half bright sunbum yellow, and the other half is going to be a flower. What we know, from what I understand, is that it is the monomers inside a nail enhancement product that are causing reactions. What do we know about how that happens?
Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. How we react to monomers.
Yes.
So the biggest thing, something that I don't know if this is going to answer your question, but something I would like to say about this is the size of the monomers. So there are larger monomers and
larger molecules in the monomer.
Yes, and there are smaller ones.
Right.
So even if we're looking at our skin, it's easier to absorb something smaller than it is to absorb something larger. So if you have a smaller molecule, it's going to enter the bloodstream much easier.
Much easier. Okay. So, and one of the most common ones we're hearing about is an allergy to HEMA.
Yes.
And what do we know about HEMA? It's an acrylate, and we know that it is, it's really good at adhesion.
Yes.
We know that HEMA adheres really well to the nail plate.
So the HEMA is the acrylate is the thing that helps with adhesion. So you know that if you put something on your nails, and we don't want a whole lot of these acrylates in our gel products because they can cause allergies. So
the dose makes the poison.
Yes, exactly. So there are, I lost my train of thought again.
That's okay. 'Cause you know what? You're doing nail art.
I'm trying to think about what I'm doing.
About chemical reactions. It's not quite like walking and chewing gum, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, why are you taking it off?
Because it was not center, and now it is.
Okay, and that's good.
Okay, put the hand in.
Perfect, thank you. I think that what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some links in the description of this video so that people can, we can't possibly cover everything in a quick little YouTube live. And, you know, we also want to focus on the pretty nail art here. So I think what's important to understand is that there are things that a nail professional can do to reduce the likelihood of allergic reactions. And it's interesting, you know, we've had our website for, I guess, about 13 years now. And quite a long time ago, I wrote a blog post about allergic contact dermatitis. And I was talking about personal care products. But what's interesting is that of all the, thanks, get that for me, Deirdre. Of all the pages on our website, allergic contact dermatitis is actually our most viewed page on our website. So we know, even from our own little portion of the world, that it's a big, big issue. I think what we can talk about right now, the chemistry of it is huge and important, and it's a lot for us to talk about while we're trying to do nail art here.
Right.
So,
but that helped my train of thought.
okay, so why don't we talk a little bit about what a nail professional and their clients can do to make sure that they are being as safe as they possibly can to protect their career. So I think the first thing people can do is to do some research, to learn a little bit about the chemistry. We've got some great resources that we will attach to this video, one of which is Jim McConnell from Light Elegance. He has a wonderful YouTube channel called Chemist Corner. I had the opportunity to meet him in April of this year, and he talked a lot about the chemistry and how Light Elegance approaches the topic of chemistry. And a lot of it went way over my head because it's huge. So another resource we're going to put in the description is Liz from the Nail Hub, who is really, really approachable. What? Thank you so much. Tap, tap, put your nail in there. She's really approachable around her knowledge of nail chemistry. So we're going to put a link to one of her videos as well. So it's really important to understand what's in and what's not in your product. So for example, Light Elegance has switched out the HEMA. It is a HEMA-free brand. And also in their, the oligomers that they use are safer with a lower risk of allergens. Not to say that they can't be allergenic, but they are a lower risk for causing allergens. And they've also, the chemistry is such that there's less of them in there. So you're then depending more on the nail prep to ensure good adhesion, as opposed to slamming it full of acrylates.
Because if you have too many acrylates, so that's what's going to help adhesion. But if you have too many, that's going to give you a higher risk of an allergy or a reaction.
So use less, prep your nail more is another lesson, and learn more about what's in your product.
And I would say not necessarily prepping more. You're not filing away the nail.
No.
Prep appropriately.
Prep appropriately, exactly.
Yes.
Just file that nail down. I don't know about, maybe you've avoided this in your life, but I'm in my 50s. I've been to places that I wouldn't have known. I didn't know what over prepping was. I didn't know that it wasn't supposed to hurt. And I think a lot of people, certainly not nail professionals, but you know, the general public doesn't always know that it's not supposed to hurt, that when you say ouch, you know, that you're supposed to stop. I did have that experience, and I'll deal with my therapist with that. So the trade-off in adhesion is that if you have a product that is like a super duper adhering product, sticks to the nail plate like nobody's business without any real nail prep, that is a dead giveaway that there's a high monomer content in the formula, and that's really important to know. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. So you prep your nail appropriately, you make sure that you are following all the steps to get a good base of adhesion, and there's other steps to follow too, but starting with that, making sure you prep your nail appropriately to get good adhesion, because that's how you know you're using something, or that's one of the clues that you're using something with safer ingredients. So you want a lower monomer content in the formula. Another example is,
Appropriate curing lamps.
okay, why is it so important to have the appropriate lamp? Why would we want to buy a $30 lamp from Amazon?
Biggest thing is that if the gel isn't cured properly, that then gives it more time sitting on the nail, uncured, to then seep into the skin, which can then cause allergies.
And we know that monomers are water soluble, and
So as you wash your hands, as you shower, take a bath, go in the hot tub, go swimming in the summer, it's
leaching
leaching into your skin. Yeah.
So that's an issue for both clients like me and for nail professionals like you. And of course, it's why you're wearing gloves today too.
Absolutely.
A bargain basement lamp is not going to cure the gel all the way through, because it's not necessarily going to have the right strength of light nor the right wavelength of light. So it's
Yes.
important to use a lamp that is tested for the products that you're using. And this is Light Elegance. This is the mini dot lamp. This one's great for toes, for being a little mobile, and you're mobile today because you come see your mom.
Yes.
Right. So I would also say that one of the things I know about estheticians and other professionals in the personal care setting is that they love to buy lots of products. Right?
Put both.
Oh, both of them in there. They love to buy stuff, but it's really important that rather than impulsively buying something, it's important to know what you're buying and doing your research. I often think of the analogy of planning your wedding. I know so many people who have, and I was going to just say women, I don't want to generalize there, but so many people spend more time planning, you know, what color napkin or what ice sculpture they're going to have than something like building their career. You can buy a lot of stuff, but it's so important to know what you're choosing, why you're choosing it, and how it's going to benefit your business. That's not only a solid business decision financially, but it's a great decision for you in terms of services that you offer. Do your research beforehand, and maybe not mix and match, maybe finding a system that you can work with and build your knowledge base on it so that you can make sure that you and your clients are safe. And that looks a little awkward. I don't even know where
It
we are.
is.
I think we're
I'm
totally
so
off
sorry.
where
I'm
we are.
trying to see what I'm doing
No, we're
here.
asking you to do 14 different things at once, but you know, this is what we ask of our professionals these days. Could you do YouTube Live and some nail art and talk about chemistry at the same time? Okay, thanks. And also stay on camera.
I will try.
Thank you. You're so good at this. This is why I'm a really proud parent, I have to tell you. You know, as a distributor of these products, and we are now in year, I think we're coming up on year 7 of only, this is our only nail enhancement line, because it is broad, because it has everything a nail professional needs to provide a healthy service.
Everything all nail professionals need. You don't even have to identify as a nail professional,
Right?
even
So-
just as an esthetician, and
Esthetician
you want to
who's
do gel polish.
Right? It has everything in the system to provide a good service cost effectively, but also keep you safe. So the other part of the equation needs to be knowledge. Ask questions. I love when we have clients who come to our web chat and ask us really, really detailed questions about what's in the products, what the lineup is comprised of, understanding builders, understanding colors, understanding glitters, understanding top coats, base coats, adhesion, all of those things. I love nothing more than for people to ask really hard questions. Yeah, I'm daring you. Come to our website, to our web chat at lamour.com, and ask us the tough questions, because it gives us the opportunity, if we don't know the answer, to go find out. And wherever you are buying your nail enhancements products from, you need to have a relationship with that company such that you can ask them any question.
Because if you have a reaction to an allergy and you don't know what it is because you haven't learned yet, we're
Right.
not taught that in school.
No.
You need to be able to find out, what do I do? What happened? What went wrong? Blah,
What
blah,
went
blah, blah, blah,
wrong?
blah.
You need to be knowledgeable as you need to be to protect your career, because nobody goes to school and spends all, oh sorry, I'm tapping. I'm tapping, I won't tap anymore. Nobody goes to school thinking, oh, I'll be out of this in 6 months. This is your career, right? And I think one of the things the pandemic showed us is that shopping online is a lot of fun, and having stuff delivered to your door is a lot of fun. I think that these oh, I love that.
The whole hand.
Put the whole hand in. I think that these products and the risk of allergies are such that we can't play around with it. You know, you're not shopping, you're investing in professional products for your career. You can still have fun when you're shopping for them, but you need to make really educated, informed choices around the products that you're buying.
Yes. And once you've picked a line, like Light Elegance, then you can pick all the fun
All the
glitter
fun colors.
colors.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
To have all the glittery, yummy colors is the best thing ever. I think we should do a bumblebee before we let people go.
Right now.
I love watching nail art come together. I love watching the shapes take form. And I love how thin of a line you can get with that. That's the Light Elegance stripey brush, right? Yeah. And that came in the Selena Ryden signature set.
Mm-hmm.
And also you can get it individually too. Having a really good set of brushes means that you can create beautiful art that you otherwise couldn't. So I guess all this topic about allergies can be summed up with, I love my nail professional. I love her a lot.
Who also happens to be your daughter.
Who also happens to be my daughter. And I don't think it's coincidental, but I think that many clients have strong relationships with their nail professional, and we don't want to see anything happen to them. You know, we want to make sure that their careers are long-lasting and sustainable, because your relationship with your esthetician or nail professional is super important.
Absolutely.
So before we go though, do you want to talk a little bit more about how you're doing this nail art? Because enough of the chemistry stuff, because I think we've made our point, right? I do love that little bumblebee. I'm finding it really hard to concentrate now. Tell me how you're putting this together.
So I just did a little glob of yellow, and now I'm putting on just a couple of stripes, and that's going to be the little head. And actually put the hand in.
Okay. And are you flash curing here?
I am flash curing.
And why are you flash curing?
Because I'm doing a lot of little pieces, and I don't want you to accidentally hit your hand or me accidentally touch it and smear it and make a mess.
Because then we'd be sad.
Because
and then,
I'm happy with
once you get a happy point, then you cure it. Then you can build on top of that.
Well, now I'm debating on doing a line around that bumblebee. We'll see. Let's add the wings, and we'll see what happens.
We're doing white with the wings, okay. And you're using the same brush?
I'm going to use the same brush.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Meh. Yes.
Okay. It's like watching an artist at work here. I would say that most artists, when they're creating art, don't have to work on a moving canvas. You put a canvas for whether you're a graffiti artist or a acrylic on canvas artist, which I know you also are. Your canvas usually sits still.
It does, yes. Unless the cat jumps on my lap while I'm painting it and moves it, and then it's not so still. But I have experience.
Right. But this is a challenge. You have a tiny, tiny, tiny little canvas, and it moves, and it's not paying attention to what you're doing. Right.
Okay.
Look at that
So
cute little
that's
bumblebee
pretty
there.
much done. I'm just gonna add a little, there's a little bit of empty space here. If anyone saw mine and Nicole's last live, I talked about dot and flower placement actually. So there's just a little bit of an empty space here and just up here as well. So I'm just gonna add a couple dots because those are really good to just fill in any gaps. And I'm gonna just try and do a couple different sizes if I can manage it.
I feel like I'm holding my breath.
It's okay, so am I.
So we're gonna do a couple more nails of the flowers and the bees. This pointer finger is going to have a black stripe down the middle. And my baby finger is gonna have what?
Yellow French with some dots.
Because you don't want, I don't know, some people really like French manicures. That's never been my thing.
I mean, that I can't say anything. That's literally what I have right now. So
True story. But it's not boring either. You've got some silver elements.
it's not
you've got
quite
some
a
pink.
French. It's like a sideways French with some other stuff.
And I wish you could see this because she's got some great nails while she's working. But I do think it's important that she keep her gloves on because
That's why you just show off your nails before you start the service.
Right. Hold my breath. Draw a straight line. What do you recommend to people who don't think that they can draw a straight line to do nail art?
Get the stripey brush. I couldn't do a straight line either until I got this brush.
I know plenty of nail professionals who have really shaky hands and yet can totally nail this. Pardon the pun. That's great. Are we going to put a yellow dot in that flower? Or does it go like that?
I was debating it. I think I probably will.
It goes in layers, doesn't it? You start something and then you see how well you like it and then you build on it.
Yes, that's exactly what I did with the bumblebee. I almost wanted to outline it to kind of make it pop. Like if you look at animation or like cartoons of any kind, you can always see a little black line around them. It just separates them from the background. And I almost did that with the bumblebee, but I feel like it would be just too much black on such a tiny little space.
Tiny little bumblebee.
So it's better to go back if you need to.
Well, I hope that this has been both a fun and educational experience. And I like when people can join us on our Thursday tradition of getting my nails done. And we won't make you stick around for the pedicure. That comes next. But I am really, really happy with this. You know what I love the most is that little bit of glitter in the background. And there's a dot. That's lovely. And there's a dot. That's lovely. I think I'm going to get a lot of compliments on this manicure.
Absolutely.
This is my vanity. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it so much. Thanks for joining us today. And we'll be back again in another couple weeks. Answer some more questions. Thank you.
Bye.